finish from Pfizer Forum here tonight as we welcome you to Bucks Live, presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Big crowd here watching the Bucks come back to beat the Hornets 127-125 as Milwaukee is now on 8th straight, but it was not easy at all. Giannis gets the lay-in to put Milwaukee ahead with 2 seconds to go. And then Miles Bridges, look at that desperation 3 attempt. Would have won it. Rims out. Giannis amongst his fans signing some final autographs before he departs into that Bucks locker room. Very appreciative Milwaukee Bucks fans getting a sign and a hello from the MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. Craig Kashan and Steve Novak on board. This is the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Wow. Best game of the year, hands down, right?
It really was. I mean, that was a game where you got to see stars be stars. Lamelo coming out and having 36 points, and the performance he put on, the big shot that he hit at the end. Giannis with 40 points, willing this team to victory, and guys just feel like getting right behind him and continue to make plays all night. But this was a game where the ball was popping on both ends offensively. This really was an exhibition to watch, and it was a high-scoring game. Not as much defense, I think, for either teams, but it came down to, I guess, one team missing their final shot and one team making it, and it really was fun.
All night long, Charlotte got good looks, and they got a good look to potentially win this one. Let's take a look at the final fourth quarter flurry. This is all with under a minute to go. Chris Middleton on Bernard's big money moment puts Milwaukee at 123-122. And then Ball had the turnover, and then later Giannis gets this one to go in for the Bucks. And this furious finish continues. There's the shot you're talking about with Ball.
Ball, what a shot. And you could tell he wanted the ball in his hands on that possession. The possession before Gordon Hayward tried to shoot it, missed, and then Lamelo got his chance. But Giannis taking it down the lane right there, getting the building to erupt, going up by 2. But it was almost not over. Like you said, Craig, Miles Bridges, the half-court heave. That's about as close as you can get a shot to go. Not in. When it bounces out like that, and I imagine Gordon Hayward, I think back to his days at Butler when he had a heave like that against Duke that almost went in, looking over, seeing his teammate miss a similar one. So this is a tough loss for Charlotte, who played an excellent game. They had guys across the board with big performances, but the Bucks with the stronger second-half finish, and Giannis really with an MVP performance tonight. Big-time performance.
You take a look, too, at what Ball was able to do in the fourth quarter. He had 16 points. Giannis had 14 points in the final quarter. Giannis finishes with 40 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. Oh, so close to his first triple-double on the season. Comes up just short there, but gets the win. Down on the court, he is joined by our Zora Stevenson for a post-game interview.
Yanni, tie ball game. You have a little over 5 seconds to work. Coach Bud draws something up. You find yourself at the top of the key. What was the plan in that moment?
I was just thinking to make a right play, either go to Chris to hit a big shot like you always do, or try to go downhill. But I saw that I had a lot of space, so I was able to turn the corner and go downhill.
Before that play, Chris Middleton hit a big shot so that you all could get the lead. How does continuously trusting your teammates enhance what you're able to do on the floor?
We've been here before. We've done this before. Going down the stretch, we know where the ball's going to be. We got to find Chris. And me and Drew got to play off him. He always hits big shots. He always makes the right play. And, that's the trust that we're talking about. We trust Chris, and Chris trusts us.
Down by 18 at one point, you all did not get the lead till the third quarter. What did you all show you could do tonight?
Keep playing. We knew they're going to play fast. We knew they're going to shoot a lot of shots, a lot of threes. We were just trying to play good defense, try to help one another rotate and scramble for one another. And offensively, we just tried to move the ball, find the open guy, knock down some shots, and we knew that we were going to get back to the game.
You got the win, and you have another jersey to add to your collection. Congratulations.
That's great.
Thanks, Yanni.
All right, that's Giannis. He has Lamelo Ball's jersey. They switched jerseys at the end of the game, and Giannis always has his eye on that court for somebody, but I'll tell you what a game he put together. 40 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. As you take a look at our star comparison between Ball and Giannis, these two clearly did not disappoint. And Giannis, though, he had to work his team from behind. They were down by 18, so a little extra work for the star, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, it really was. And Giannis was consistent the whole night. And I think had he not been as steady throughout the whole night, this team might not have been in the position they were in the second half to make this run and to put a nice push together. Craig, like you said, down 16 in the first quarter and down 18 at its worst point, and they claw their way back. And behind Giannis, continue to attack, make good plays, strong finishes down low. You have to give Charlotte credit. They built that lead up, knocking down shots. 14 made threes in the first half, 10 made threes in the first quarter for Charlotte, and Milwaukee stayed with it, finishing with that incredible play right there by Giannis. This building just about popped. But Craig, Lamelo Ball did not disappoint. If you hadn't seen him in person before, I think he just had another coming out party, at least in the Midwest. Lost in Chicago last game. Now tonight he comes out, plays like this, big-time performance, shooting it from all over the court, knocking down three after three. And he was really the match to Giannis's incredible performance. Seeing him in person, I think for a lot of people in Milwaukee, it was really a treat. It was a Giannis versus Lamelo when it came down to the end. Gordon Hayward took a shot late, but then the ball ended up back in Lamelo's hands for him to take that final heave, which he thought was probably the game winner. He knocks it down. It was pretty exciting, but still had to contend with Giannis on the other end, and he got his way.
Ball, by the way, 8 of 15 outside the arc. Those 8 made threes career. Hornets usually struggle, and the Bucks are strong. The Bucks were outscored 41-25 in the first quarter alone. Charlotte started 11-1 in this game and hit 10 threes in that first quarter alone. As we welcome you back to the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports. That's Craig Kashan and Steve Novak back on board here. 127-125 is your final score. The Bucks a winner here tonight, and they found a winner, I think, in the newcomer that they just signed, DeMarcus Cousins, who's been around a long time in the NBA, 4-time All-Star, hasn't played with anyone yet this year, and seemed to fit in pretty nicely in his debut in limited action.
And I really was impressed. I think for his first game back, like you said, to have not been on a team so far this season, he really did look like he was not out of shape. He certainly fit in much better than you would ever anticipate, being he just got here yesterday. He's out there on the court, I think, probably playing more minutes than Bud probably expected, but he was passing the ball well. He was letting the game come to him. Made some great post moves down low, scoring 7 points on 5 field goals, not forcing anything. But Craig, in that first half, looking at the plus minuses, and we talked about it, he was a plus 10 when the team was actually down by 8 at half. And so you could tell when he was on the court, he was really positively impacting the team. I think he is a very underrated big man passer. And there's no doubt he understands he is now on a team that has an opportunity to win another championship. He's not going to be asked to be the go-to star. He is later in his career.